Hello everyone, I am Scarlesia, and today I will be discussing about a sequel to the classic PlayStation 1 game of Spyro the Dragon called Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Developed by Insomniac Games again, and published by Sony, and released in 1999, 20 years ago now, I can't believe it, Spyro once again took off in another adventure. Only this time, he is not in his home world, but is in a different world called Avalar, where there are new characters and friends that Spyro meets. The plot of this game starts out with Spyro and Sparks and Artisans, kinda just chilling out, when they decide that they need to go on a sunny vacation because the rain at Artisans didn't seem to end. So Spyro and Sparks head out for a world called Dragon Shores for their vacation. However, the scene then cuts out to show three unique characters outside of a portal, talking about how they can summon a dragon to come through to help them with their problem. Because I guess a dragon is the only thing that can solve their problem. It is then the new character called the Professor states he finally was able to catch a dragon in the teleporter. And, sure enough, Spyro suddenly pops out, and in confusion, wonders where the heck he is. It is then that the main villain, named Ripto, is introduced, who decides that he shall be the new king of Avalar, and it is up to Spyro to stop him and his two monsters, Crush and Gulp, from taking over. The new main characters of the story stars the Professor, who is an ingenious mole, Alora, the fawn, who is kind of in charge, Zoe, the fairy, who will be your save and guide throughout the game, Hunter the cheetah, who will be giving you challenges and will make the game more fun. I love Hunter. And also a business bear named Moneybags, who can kind of get annoying, but he will practically fee you for almost everything in almost every world and leave you bankrupt until you save up and collect more gems. Woohoo! Until you see him again for another fee, that is, and woohoo for that. But sadly, you won't be able to continue the world unless you pay him, which is, unfortunate. So make sure you have plenty of gems to give away when you run into this bear. The gameplay and systematics of the game are similar to the first game. Charging, flaming, and gliding are once again Spyro's main moves. But the farther into the game you play, you will soon realize that Spyro develops three new skills: head bash, climbing, and yes, even swimming. There are also special power-ups that you activate that give Spyro temporary abilities like Supercharge, Flying, Super Flame, Breathing Ice, or Super Jump to reach higher places. Every time you defeat a bad minion, you release a spiritual particle that activates the special power-up gate. The main goals of the game is to collect all of the orbs and talismans from each of the Avalar worlds to progress on through to the next worlds. And also collecting gems, since you will be charged a fee every time you're into Moneybags. There are three main worlds in the game. The ending of each world leading to defeat one of Ripto's two monsters, Crush and Gulp, then eventually Ripto himself. After defeating all the bosses and saving Avalar from the evil Ripto, you are then taken to Dragon Shores for a little game breather. A fun theme park filled with rides and minigames, and even a movie theater to watch all the game's cutscenes. And just like the first game, every world has one portal that you can enjoy flying in. And if you wonder what your progress is for each world, there is a guidebook from the start menu that tells you everything you have collected and completed in the game. Again, Insomniac Games enlightens us with amazing music and beautiful bright colors, and even added crazy and amazing new characters in the game. A whole new world with lots of new challenges. Oh, I did almost forgot to mention that the original voice of Spyro from the first game, who was Carlos Alazraqui, is now replaced with Tom Kenny. And yes, you even get to hear him use his SpongeBob voice on one of the characters in the game.
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders, but now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you can find diodes, you can use them to turn off the force fields.
I personally like Tom Kenny as this older Spyro, and I'm even glad to have him back as Spyro in the Spyro Trilogy remakes. Like, that is a huge difference in appraisal. Like, he just plays an amazing Spyro. Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage in the remake is just as I remember. Both games, the old and the new, are still both enjoyable and fun to play. If you haven't played the second part of Spyro yet, I recommend it. Spyro 2 the original, or Spyro 2 in the trilogy, it does not matter which one you play. They are both great games. Well, that is all I have to say about Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage game. Thank you so much for watching, and hit that like and subscribe button if you like this video and want to see more of my videos I post. Thank you so much and take care!